I'm Stephanie, and this is Snowdome of the Day, the Advent edition, day number 5. Today's Snowdome is a figural of Santa's workshop. This is a fun Snowdome, I think, because you can look into it 4 different ways. So here's a scene of Santa. Here's a window that you can look inside. Here's a reverse view, and now you can look in and see all the way through that window. How fun is that? So we've got Santa's worship, and the word I'm thinking of for today is the word form, as in spiritual formation. I'm thinking about the scripture, one that we read in Advent from Isaiah in the 64th chapter, where the prophet Isaiah thinks about the potter and says about God, "Oh God, you are the potter and we are the clay. Form us. We know that you have created us as your people." In the Advent journey of faith, then, we think of ourselves as being people who are formed by God. Now, that doesn't mean that we don't have choices. We have many choices that we make. And the question is, how will we continue to make the choices in our life based on the knowledge that we are God's beloved children? How will we allow our faith to impact the decisions that we make? How will we allow God to continue to form us? Now, it can be a bit of a stretch to try to make your Christmas Snowdome collection work with Advent, but we do have the idea of Santa's workshop, where toys are formed by helpful elves. And in the mythology of Christmas, there is the notion that the gifts are suited for the gifts of the people who will receive them. In our lives, we think of God as knowing us well enough to help us be equipped for whatever is before us. And we know ourselves to be disciples who have resources in our very midst for our spiritual formation journey. Whether that be a faith community of which we're a part, and I hope that we find faith communities that we can participate in. It might be study of the scripture or other readings. It might be the discipline of prayer or something contemplative like careful walks where we observe God in our very midst. This Advent and this 5th day, I celebrate how God continues to form us, how we respond to that formation, and the opportunities to know ourselves as people who are called, blessed to be a blessing, and are still a people who are under formation.